Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. I have another replay today. Is a matchup between the Dwarfs and the Warriors of Chaos. In competitive play, these are the two weakest factions. They get used the least often, and we're actually playing an underground battle here. So, whoa, look at that. It's kind of like Atlas, except dwarf and holding up the roofs, or world, rather. So, I have a line of Chaos Warriors, backed up by a line of Chaos Marauders, and I'm gonna try to use these chariots, which look really cool, these monsters driving them around, as best as I can. As well as these trolls. And my dwarfen opponent, led by Julie Bega, has some long beards, which are very good at just withstanding just brutal charges and everything. Behind that, some thunderers and 2 units of slayers to take on any beasts, because the chaos warriors are very focused on monsters. So that he sees my chaos trolls on the flanks, he decides to move his slayers to the flanks as well. In the back, he has 2 cannons, which are anti-large, which should be good against these chariots. And he also has 3 champions up in the front: a Thane, Ungrim Iron Fist, and another Thane. So, seeing his slayers, ooh, nice shot. Seeing his slayers on the flanks, I decide not to take that engagement with my trolls. Also, I'm really curious to see how well these chariots do, because when I first experimented with them, I thought that chariots were absolute just crap. But I've been playing with them, and people have been pulling through my men quite well. So I just go straight through these longbirds, who have a good charge defense, and just smacking through these thunderers straight to the cannons. And I thought that went pretty well. So yeah, I'm moving my trolls off to the side. He's moving his slayers just to mirror my trolls. But he really should be more worried about these chariots that are just trampling around his men. So, his slayers can't face my Chaos Warriors in combat, so now I'm just, outflanking his dudes. Where is he? Yeah. My lord here is, a fire wizard, so he's gonna buff my men quite a bit, and do some really sweet spells. The Burning Head, one of the best looking units in the game, or spells in the game, with a skull of fire in there. Not doing too much, but some nice damage. And then we have the gore beasts just pulling through his entire army. But as the dwarfs, it's usually just a slow losing battle. It's hard to get offensive capabilities with the dwarves, because they have charge defense and a lot of good defense, but they just get outflanked really easily, and they're really good at dying slowly. That's all they are. So they'd probably be good in 2v2, but 1v1, it's pretty rough. So yeah, my trolls and my chariots are just wrecking his backlines. His thunders aren't in a position to take him out. But the Slayer King, just gets trampled by these gore beasts. Get up, you fool! He does get through a gap in my line and starts outflanking me here. But I'm gonna send I don't know what this guy's name. Send him to take these guys out. Just slamming these guys into the dirt. But yeah, even though it's a very narrow battlefield, I still get some outflanking done. Just because it's a 1v1. If for 2v2, it would be a different situation. These Gorbies, let's see here, up to 90 kills, and for some reason they still have all 3 charts left. And this spell is going, that gives them more melee defense, attack, and weapon strength. Yeah, cast Fading Fire Cloak. Armor piercing damage. Yeah, I really need armor piercing damage against the Dwarfs. But Ungrim is still at basically full health, taking on all the Chaos Warriors he wants. But the Thanes are not doing so hot as Ungrim. Fleeing from the battlefield. The Thanes look so cool with their winged helmets. They're just so armored. And they're so short as well. But now pretty much everything is broken. It's just a matter of wiping them out. The Slayers here are unbreakable. Look at that tattoos on their body. I don't know what that is, but looks pretty sick. Also, the Slayers have a death blow, which means when they die, they do one animation that just takes out people. And because Ungrim is the Slayer King, he also has a death blow, which is really funny because I've seen it. I've seen Ungrim die and in his death blow take out an enemy lord. But since the Slayers are unbreakable, Ungrim is going to go out to the death. So I'm attacking him, and at this point I realize that what am I doing? Everything else is routed. So it is a huge swamp around Ungrim, and you can't even see him anymore. You cannot see him at all. He's just it's like, it reminds me of a dance party. Except with stinky trolls looking at you with huge gaping mouths. You cannot see Ungrim at all, it's just a banner above him. Just the shouts of the Chaos Trolls. Raising his arms. So at this point I realize this is not fair. This is not fair at all. He's just standing on the ground, swinging his axe, but this is not a fair fight. Ungrim Iron Fist deserves a 1v1 battle here. So I retreat all my dudes, except for my wizard. This guy does have a lot more HP than Ungrim, but Ungrim's a very good fighter. So I should be moving out here. Yeah, what's hilarious here is that I'm moving so many troops that I'm taking Ungrim with me. He's moving with the blob, trampling him over almost. So, now it is truly a 1v1 duel. I've called off my men, and I charge in. Boom! Leaping! Takedown! Get up! Get up! This is Achilles versus Hector. Hector versus Achilles, I don't know, in Troy. Get up! I will not face a man when he's knocked down, but he keeps knocking him down every single blow. I thought Ungrim had charge defense and would take on that guy, but I guess not. So he's getting a charge in. Boom! I wish the 1v1s looked cooler, because it just swing his axe into the guy, but he's doing some very good damage and I'm almost dead. But so is Ungrim. And boom, I rout at the very last second. But somehow I routed and Ungrim was dead. I do not know how that happened. Oh! Of course, it was his death blow that routed my dude. So, with my entire army watching as my lord flees for no apparent reason, I see Ungrim face flat in the ground. So yeah, the Gorby's Chariot getting 120 kills, by far the best unit in my army, and just denying the kills of these Thunders and that the cannon is needed to take out my Chaos Trolls. So a good game to Julie Bega. Pretty fun fighting in the underground battles with the dwarves holding them up. See you next time.